Alright, so I got a couple coyotes here. So I've already applied the first layer of salt here to the nose, facial area as well. I turned it first side out again, and now I'm going to be doing my second salting. So I'm just going to flip these coyotes skin side out, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to salt it again and let it sit another 24 hours. I salted these last night, and we'll see how it goes here. I'm going to do these in a pickling tan here, and we'll see what happens here. I haven't done a pickling tan before, so it'll be interesting to find out. Try something new and see how it goes. But so the second salting. So we got last night. I salted it very liberally. Each of these coyotes got 2 pounds of salt, and now I'm just letting it sit overnight, and we'll go through this process again tonight as well. So now I'm just going to knock off all this salt right over here and just reapply. Not going to reuse any of the salt. Alright, these coyotes have already been skinned. Okay, they've been skinned, fleshed, washed. I washed it in a little bit of Dawn cold water, and washed it out, then salted it. Drained it, and then wrung them out, gave them a snap, just make sure that I got all the water out of it, and then I salted it. And so what I'm going to be doing now is resalting it for one more day. What I'm going to do now is give my second salting. I knocked off all the first salting salt, and now I'm just going to reapply with this. It's a fine non-iodized salt. It's let's see if I can bring it up on the camera here. It's basically it's just salt for pickling, but non-iodized. That's what the recipe called for, and that's what I'm following. And so now I'm just going to liberally apply all the salt from this bag. So I'm going to divide up this bag between both sides of the coyote itself and be very liberal and rub it in. Not just sprinkle it on top, but also just rub it in so it gets right in there and saturates the coyote skin as well. You can already feel the pelt getting moist just by the salt drawing out the moisture. Yeah, under the arms, face, ears, just get into all those little spots. I'm not sure if it's coming up for the face here, and really get in there. Yeah, and just coat it liberally. And then what I'm going to be doing is flipping the coyote over and doing the same thing on the other side. This is a pretty big coyote. It weighed 45 pounds. So it's probably the biggest one I got last year. I'm sure there's a lot bigger out there, but for me this is pretty big. They all seem pretty healthy this year. One was really mangy. It didn't have any hair on its tail. Ankles, hind legs were hairless, basically hairless. So yeah, you got a rough go of it. So now I'm going to flip this bad boy over, and then we'll continue on to the other side. And same thing, Yeah, I missed a hole. That's alright. I'll get that hole later. I thought I got it all last night. Must have been tired. Usually when you're tired you tend to miss things, I guess. Maybe start to rush through certain things. But yeah, this coyote's a little bit bigger than the other one I have over here. Takes a little bit more salt. And do the nose. Let's see if I can get this closer. Yeah, do the nose, face, liberally. So like I said before, this is the second salting, so when I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to put it in its bath, which will be nice to get that process started. Kind of excited to see how it turns out. Hopefully it works well. This particular bath is going to be with vinegar, non-iodized salt, pickling salt, and water. So basically equal parts vinegar to water with 2 pounds of salt. Or sorry, 4 pounds of salt. We'll go through that tomorrow. You'll have the exact recipe then. And it should be interesting, because it'll be a lot better than getting that store-bought chemical, because the final process is going to be with neat's feed oil. And so basically you can find that product anywhere for half the price. Well, you pretty much get double the quantity for half the price, so it's going to be a really good deal. And you can find it anytime, anywhere. I live in a smaller community, so it's not always easy to go and run out to Cabela's and pick everything up then, right? Cabela's is an hour and a half away from me. You know, it's not a huge drive or anything, but when you're in a pinch, it's kind of a pain in the butt, and then, you know, or else order online, sure, but you're still going to be waiting, whereas I just can run to the local leather shop or anywhere that sells saddlery or a feed place will have this product. So now what I'm going to be doing is rolling the coyote inside out again onto itself, so then it can just sit and basically marinate. I want to try to do this as gentle as possible so that all the salt stays in place, and basically it's just going to be skin on skin then, right? And then we don't have to we're able to soak it anywhere, and then I'm just going to put it in a bag and let it drain. So what I'm going to basically be doing is just rolling this guy up, right? So I'm going to roll this guy up, and then place him in a bag overnight. So this guy can basically just drain. And I'm going to elevate this table at an angle, and then he can just drain all night, all day tomorrow, and he'll be ready for his pickle bath tomorrow, which will be really nice, getting that process started. So yeah, I'm just going to put him at the edge of the table, drape the bag, over the table like this, and then just elevate the table, and this will pour into the garbage, and then should be good.